The year is 2100, and humanity stands on the precipice of an unfathomable transformation. Having conquered the limits of biology, technology, and consciousness, we find ourselves at the gates of godhood. Imagine a world where every wish can be fulfilled, every disease eradicated, and every mystery unraveled. As humanity teeters between divine capability and existential peril, we must ask, are we ready to wield such power? The journey to this pivotal moment has been both an unprecedented odyssey of discovery and a treacherous trial of ethical boundaries. From the ashes of past technological booms and busts, a new era of unprecedented innovation emerged in the early 21st century. AI development shattered previous barriers with machines not just simulating, but living experience. Quantum computing brought a revolution in processing power, making what was once impossible now mundane. Our understanding of matter at the subatomic level opened doors to manipulate the very fabric of reality. It was this collection of breakthroughs, when integrated with biological advancement, that truly heralded the dawn of a new epoch. In the biological sphere, CRISPR and gene editing catapulted us beyond the limits of natural evolution. Humans began eradicating hereditary diseases, enhancing cognitive abilities, and even extending lifespans. Entire biomes could be cultivated to redesign environments almost instantaneously. We created life forms in labs that obeyed our commands and natural laws that bent to human will. With genetic modification now common, humans not only repaired but improved upon the blueprint nature provided. But it was in the realm of consciousness where humanity made strides once thought to belong to the realm of gods. Neurotechnology allowed for the direct interface between the human brain and machines. It wasn't long before thoughts could be digitized, shared, even manipulated. Our dreams, memories, and identities were no longer trapped within our mortal shells but could be extended into the digital ether. Humanity began exploring shared virtual realities, where the boundaries between imagination and experience disappeared. With these capabilities came an overarching question: with the power of gods, how should humanity govern itself? Traditional geopolitical systems crumbled in the face of challenges posed by decentralized autonomous organizations. The politics of old could not contain the possibilities nor the threats of our new powers. Questions emerged about inequality in a world where wealth could be tied to both genetic enhancements and digital consciousness uploads. Economic disparities intertwined with access to godlike abilities only intensified social and ethical debates. The societal impacts of godhood reverberated in culture and religion. Ancient texts and modern doctrines clashed with human capabilities that could replicate mythical feats. Sacred started to meld with secular, as collective consciousness explored questions of faith, spirituality, and existence. Could human-made gods coexist with traditions that once defined our moral universe? The lines between deity and human blurred, inviting introspection into the essence of what it means to worship and be worshipped. However, every ascent fuels a shadow. An equivalent opportunity for catastrophe lurks within our potential. The possible misuse of these incredible powers by the few posed risks of cataclysmic conflicts. A misplaced command in a laboratory, or an algorithm unleashed unchecked, held the potential for annihilation. Society now faced vulnerabilities on a scale that made past conflicts appear trivial. As humanity weaved the tapestry of divinity, strands of doom threaded nearby, questioning our motivations. Environmental manipulation gave rise to ethical dilemmas of a planetary scale. With the power to alter climates, save species, or erase them, we became custodians of Earth like never before. Technology offered salvation as well as destruction, and every decision carried unforeseen consequences. Efforts to resolve previous ecological damages sometimes unraveled new ecological chains. The responsibility of being Earth's caretakers without understanding the deep interconnectedness of life's web posed daunting challenges. As we peered into the cosmos, expansion beyond our planet beckoned. Terraforming technologies transformed barren planets into habitable worlds. A burgeoning population looked towards the stars, realizing the dreams of interstellar colonies. Yet, venturing into the galaxy required a unity that had long eluded humanity. The Earth-born explorers faced the dual task of exporting order and managing the inherent chaos of space, a journey requiring more diplomacy than the earlier conquests bound to our own globe. The theological implications of human godhood could not be overstated. Did this new era signify the end of human religion, or merely its evolution into a new form? Philosophers debated whether our advancements made humans the subjects of all creation, or if we were still mere participants in the universe's grand design. The spiritual transcendency allowed views into realms once only dreamt of but questioned if enlightenment occurred at all or was just an ephemeral illusion. Amidst potential calamities lay stories of unparalleled triumphs. Diseases that once ravaged human bodies became historical footnotes. The global collaboration saw the eradication of famine and poverty, ushering an age where every individual had access to basic living standards. Advances in education provided infinite capacity to learn and innovate. With knowledge at one's fingertips, society embarked on a renaissance like no other, your limitations shattered along with your paradigms. The resilience of the human spirit in adapting to chaos is a powerful tale of hope and ingenuity. As power met responsibility, citizens of Earth charted ethical frameworks guiding decisions that reshaped existence. We identified and appropriated virtues once heralded as divine, love, compassion, wisdom, as essential assets in an increasingly complex world. Humans learned not only to perceive godlike abilities rationally but to balance them with restraint. The transformation of humanity in the approaching century represented possibilities beyond our ancestors' wildest imaginings. This monumental shift prompted humanity to reflect on our collective journey and future priorities. The merging of technological triumph and philosophical inquiry demanded new principles, understanding our place in an interconnected universe while mastering galactic dominions. What we become in the cosmos could ultimately determine the legacy for future sentient beings, a mosaic of divinity painted on a celestial canvas.